Alright, this is take one of my toolbox tour. So the top toolbox was my grandfather's and the bottom was my uncle's. There's some stuff. There's some telescoping gauges. These are some lathe tools that I use from time to time. Not a big deal. Some more lathe tools. If you can't tell, I was a lathe operator for many years. And there's some random stuff that I've made over the years, over the past maybe 12, 24 months, honestly. All on the CNC for the most part. So you got some CNC threading. That was some broaching, some stuff, the calculator that doesn't work. That was the first part I ever made on a CNC lathe. Kind of cool. Pretty crappy. There's some Benadryl in there too, which is good to have on those musty, polleny spring days. This drawer is just for some dial calipers. I don't really use those very much just because they kind of suck. Just a bunch of other crap. On the right you see a thread pitch gauge, a couple of scales. There's a compass, another scale with my grandfather's name, Yvan Doyen. He was French, Canadian. I don't speak French. On the deck there's my giant Noga dial indicator holder. And in this drawer is just a bunch of cool stuff that we use all the time. Here we got some hammers and screwdrivers, some tap wrenches there on the left. You know, and it's very clean looking because I just cleaned this thing out. This is not normally this nice looking. I keep a lot of these little, I don't know, I call them my dental tools. They're very similar to dental tools, but not really. They're just, I use them for clearing, like cleaning out holes or pulling chips out of a tapped hole, like a blind hole that has the chips stuck at the bottom. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Some files, some oil stones. What the hell is that? A giant bolt, socket cap screw, maybe like a 14 millimeter. Gigantic tap wrench I got from a Facebook Marketplace actually for like $40. It is like authentically old and very like legit. It is huge. I've never actually used it. This is the tap wrench I normally use, which is still pretty huge. Made in Greenfield, Massachusetts, which is less than like 50 miles from where I reside. This thing is an awesome, like, just conversation piece. It's a precision level, and it's made by Starrett Company out of Athol, Massachusetts, and it works, and it's super cool. It's kind of hard to read the bubble. Kind of floats around in there, but that thing was made in, it has to be like the 50s or early 60s maybe, based on, or even the 40s, I don't know. Really old, obviously. That's a part stop that I made in college, and it uses this rod. So you put this on the milling machine, and you can like put doing production, you can put the same part in the vise and have a vise stop. Some others, this is some more advanced stuff I've been making lately. Got some holes on the sides, some tapped holes. This part actually broke a tap in this messed up looking hole. That thing, I drilled the tap out, but the hole was kind of wrecked, so the part was scrapped. Bummer. These, I made like 400 of these in January, February, a long time ago, but that was fun. Some tap and die kits. This drawer doesn't get used a whole lot. bottom. This used to be a freaking dumpster. There was so much crap in here. That's Bode. That's the company I work for. That's kind of the deal with the toolbox. I mean, looks like, yeah, these are some parts that I was working on today, retrospectively recording this audio, so I'm not actually there right now. These had plus 5/10,000ths minus nothing on like basically all the diameters. Huge, not really a pain in the ass, but it was a decent challenge. Made them all in one op, and this is the 1998 control panel for the Fanuc OT CNC. Yeah.